Today we're going to be talking about the Chancellorsville battle. So let's start off. So on the Union side, we got Joseph Hooker. He was a general at the time. Came out of 29 out of 50 at the College of West Point, and he graduated in 1837. He also fought in the Seminole Wars and the Mexican-American Wars too in the past. He is in the bloodline, interestingly, where his great-grandpa served in the French and Indian War, and his grandpa served in the Revolutionary War as captain too. 1861, his first battle was Marion, and he was appointed to Brigadier General by Lincoln at the time. Robert E. Lee was Confederate General for the South, 1861 to 1865 he fought, just when the war ends. Had been a part of Virginia before he defected. Plan. The Union was outnumbered. The Union had outnumbered the whole South by far. This, just to give you an idea, Lee had 60,000 men, and Hooker had 130,000 men. That's how big a difference it is. Double and a little more. Hooker's plan was to split this cross River Ramrock River to get Lee's left flank, the army. That was the whole plan, because he wanted to split him up and cut communication. That was his goal here. Next is get under two corps, Major John Sedge, and have 40,000 men to go behind and think to make a battle. So basically the goal battle is going to happen and basically trick him, because they were going behind the river secretly to go behind and get him. That was the whole plan, because he would split up their army, because he outnumbered them by far. That the main battle is going to happen there, mostly. So Hooker also boasted that his plan was perfect and had mercy on General Lee, which is kind of funny then, and also confident because Lee's officer, James Lorison, I can't say today, but is of going more supplies running. So let's start off with the battle. So April 27th starts march to Ramrock River. Unit 7 also built a platoon bridge. April 29th, they crossed the river and Lee's side of the river now. April 30th, 5th, 9th, and 12th Corps have been by the turn of ice and Orange Planks Road. May 1st, Lee finds out and hopes they are in the wilderness still, because the wilderness was very hard to pass in the whole thing, because it was very wooded and took forever because they didn't really know land as well. Lee divided his army into smaller groups. That was his whole plan, to get this, because he was in a rush to get this done. This is May 2nd. Jackson takes 30,000 men and goes right flank of the Union line and leaves with 15,000 men only in that one area. Basically messing up. How it's now to attack on him, and Jackson falls and is dead, and J.E. Jeb is now general. That's his nickname. But after this, Hooker abandons crucial land, abandons battleground, wasting more space. By being on the pillar, he gets hit, and luckily he gets unconscious for 30 minutes only. He didn't die. He got hit by a chunk of pillar. He makes it final. Still on May 1st, South makes through last of the resistance, meets more resistive on the Plank Road, and now they're trying to flee. You have to meet more resist on it, because the Plank Road, Vice, and the Salem Church was all blocked, and Robert E. Lee divided his army into a third. That's the name. May 4th, McLaw makes an easy counterattack, because McLaw is running the whole group here. So in May 3rd, the part where he makes the counterattack, that is him. McLaw is doing this now. Make a counterattack to make sure he gets stopped. And at the division, he actually pushes him back across the river, pushes back Hooker specifically across the river. And then after he pushes him across the river, he's basically... Hooker holds a council of war with his commanders. They wanted to fight still. Maintained it fight, so they had to retreat. 5th, May 6th. Hooker's army basically crosses the road to the north. He actually did lose. And the number of casualties is kind of insane. He had a total of both sides, 30,764. I'm using battlefields.org, just to get context. And they say too that they have 13,460 Confederate dead, for Confederates, and 14,304 total. These are all totals, Union. They also had 1,694 killed on Union, 1,727 killed on Confederate, 9,000 wounded, 9,233 wounded, and 2,503 missing captured. Same thing, Union, 5,938 missing captured, and 9,672 wounded. So why did this plan fail? His plan failed because Robert E. Lee didn't retreat. The goal was to make him retreat and go in behind. It didn't really work out, though, because of that. That's how they won. Because his plan was to get all the men, split them up, because he had like 40,000 men and 30,000 men in our area. Basically go right behind and have a pincer group in the middle of cavalry for 10,000 men. The whole was to pincer him into splitting up his army. He did not, though, in the way they fought, because he still stayed in the front lines. He was supposed to retreat farther and farther back until he could get a good position. But in the other part was the woods. The woods took forever for him to get through. It took him a couple of days, which very tired out the men and not the best fighting. So that is the reason why the Battle of Chancellorsville turned out to end for Confederate victory. If you want to like and subscribe to the video and let me know what I should do next, if you want me more of these videos, and Jerry Thomas out. What happens next in the battles is Gettysburg after this. I forgot to add a middle and I need it for the history part assignment, so that's it. And also, Stonewall Jackson, he was shot by one of his own people in 1863. All was interesting. So, Jerry Thomas, real out.